Hello, my friends. Welcome back to A Common Touch of Fantasy. My name is Paul. Thank you for joining me. This is my April goal video and also my TBR for April. I'm so excited for the month of April because March is my least favorite month of the year, and April is just, springtime, better weather. Looking forward to it so much. And I'm really excited and pumped about the new goals that I'm going to try to push myself to do in the month of April. I'm excited. Let's do this. Let's talk about the goals first and then the books second. All right, my primary goals, I am extending this from last month. Last month we had the hour of nonfiction reading and the 20 minutes of exercise. This month we're going for an hour and a half of reading every day, minimum, and 20 minutes of exercise every day, minimum. Along with that, we have 30 minutes of out loud reading. This is included into the hour and a half, so it's not 2 hours total. It's still an hour and a half, but it's included into that. So basically 30 minutes of that hour and a half I'm going to be reading out loud. And this is to improve my speech, my tone, my volume. I'm having a hard time in my personal and professional life with the clarity of my speech and the tone and volume of how I talk. So in order to get better at that, I'm reading out loud every single day to really focus on talking more clearly and my pronunciation and my volume. 5 minutes of writing. This is basically me trying to establish a habit. 5 minutes is super doable, super easy. This could be journaling. This could be writing something for the blog or writing anything. 5 minutes of writing. I'm going to try to do that in the morning. One of the first things I do. Also, I should mention that I'm going to count my biblical reading into my reading for the day as well. I wasn't counting that recently, so I'm going to be counting that within my amount of time that I want to read. So that should allow me to add more time to my reading numbers. Waking up at 6:30 every day, regardless of how I sleep that night, waking up at 6:30 a.m. every day. I'm so excited about this because when I wake up early, I get so much done. The last month, I maybe missed it by 2 days. I woke up by 7 a.m. every single day. So I'm going for 6:30 now. This is a time where I usually kind of wake up naturally anyways. So 6:30 every day. And then the last one, which is the big one, is to lose 5 pounds in April. This is going to be tough because I'm also, going to the gym and attempting to build muscle. And you can't really build a lot of muscle if you're not eating in a caloric surplus. So to be eating in a caloric deficit but also lifting, it's going to be difficult on my body. But I'm really excited to lose 5 pounds. I've plateaued on my weight amount since about December. I have gained progress in my weights and muscle building, but my actual weight has pretty much plateaued. So I'm hoping to lose 5 pounds. I'm hoping to be below 235 by the end of April, which I definitely can do. And I really have to cut back on things like ranch dressing, barbecue sauce, and sweets and French fries and chips. Pretty much junk food all around, and just really focus on eating really, really cleanly. Now, to up the ante with my primary goals, here are the rewards. If I accomplish my primary goals, I get to buy myself a new book. And I really loved doing this in the month of March. I have today to finish my nonfiction and exercise goal, and then I get to buy the new Sean McGuire book. And I'm really excited about that because I haven't bought a book since October. And if I fail my primary goals during the month of April, which were, these ones here, and that's quite a bit. I'm really pushing myself a little bit. If I fail my primary goals, I have to buy you, the viewers, two of you, a brand new book from Book Depository. And so basically, I'm either spending, money on two books for two individuals or buying one book for myself. So I can understand how you all would be conflicted about how and if I should succeed or not, because if I fail, one of you might get a new book. So I'm excited about this. I really am, and I'm hoping that I'm able to do it because I want a new book, but more than that, I want to become a disciplined individual. Secondary goals, these aren't tied to the primary objectives, but things that I would like to do during the month of April is reduce my TBR by at least 10 books. So 10 books that I physically own, as I'm reading fiction again. So excited for that. Hit the 25 hours reading mark that I set for myself during the week. I haven't hit that yet, but I'd like to at least hit that once this month. Walk to work every time it isn't raining. I live about 3/4 of a mile from where I work, and so I want to be able to walk there every single day if it's not raining. And one of my work goals is actually to shelf read the entire library, to do 30-minute increments every day at the library and to shelf read the entire library, and to really get the library ready for the summertime when we have more patrons in there. And then solitude time. This is something I've been reading about in different books that I've read during the month of March, where we need time to basically think, to basically not have any input coming in. So many times, if I have moments to myself, or if I'm doing something physical, I am also listening to something and I'm inputting something, or I'm watching something, I'm inputting something. But to have that time to just yourself, to your own thoughts and how you feel, is very important to mental health. And this could be, meditation. This could just be going for a walk without my headphones. This could be going to the gym without my headphones. This could be eating lunch without watching or listening to anything, and to just kind of hear your own thoughts and hear how you are feeling. So I'm really trying to implement that more in my life. I did that some during the month of March, and I really enjoyed that. So let's get to my TBR and the books that I want to read. These are the books listed from the ones that I want to read the most, that I'm prioritizing, to the ones that I am prioritizing the least. So, number one priority we have is John Gwynne, finishing up this series with Ruin, which I am currently reading, and then the fourth book with Wrath. Finish up this epic fantasy series, which I am very much enjoying, and I'm excited to get back to it. After that, we have some audiobooks that are coming up on hold. I just started Touch by Claire North, and this is going to be an interesting science fiction thriller, and it is one of the audiobooks that I have listed on the top of my things to do. I'm going to give the next Ben Aronovich. I always have a hard time saying his name. Aronovich. Yes, that's good. Aronovich. Moon Over Soho. This is the second book in his Bridges of London series, and I'm looking forward to giving his series another try. I liked the first one, but I wasn't in love with it, so I'm hoping this second one will be better. This is actually the one of two of the only books that I have listed where I don't have it on my actual TBR. So this one I don't own. I'm actually going to get the physical book from the library, but also listening to it on audiobook. This is another audiobook listen. I'm going to listen to the second book in Gil Carriger's series, which is Changeless. And I have this on my TBR, the physical book as well. So I'll probably be mixing the audiobook with the physical book with that one. This one as well is going to be an audiobook and a physical book read. This is Falling Free, the first book in the for Corsican Saga chronologically. I'm going to try to read the series chronologically. So this is the first book in that series, and I hope to continue this series throughout the year, maybe a book a month or so, or when I just need a library audiobook, because they're pretty much all available for the most part. And then some physical books that I want to read. Half a King by Joe Abercrombie. I actually read this a few years ago, but I want to finish this series. I wasn't very enamored with this first book, but I'm hoping the series gets better. So I'm going to reread this, and it's a trilogy that's relatively short. That's why I picked it. Half the World, and then Half a War. So I'm looking forward to reading that trilogy. And then finally, if I have any more time for audiobook listen, I'm actually going to reread The Trader Baru Cormorant by Seth Dickinson. I read this a few years ago, and I was one of the few people that disliked it. So I'm going to try listening to it, and I'm also going to get the physical book as well from the library, because I got rid of my personal physical book of this book, and just give this another shot, just in case I was wrong, and just in case I want to continue with this series. If I happen to have any more time for audiobook book usage, I'll probably continue the Bujold series. So that is my TBR for the month of April. I'm looking forward to all of these books. I'm looking forward to just diving headfirst into all of these fiction reads, and to really enjoy my April, and to really do really well with my goals during the month of April. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you next time where I wrap up my first week of April. Until then, have a great day. Hopefully you're reading something amazing.